Alright guys, I'm starting this reading off at the hour of Jupiter. Today is November 5th. We're still in Scorpio season and we are experiencing the last quarter moon in Leo, which is creating tension over to the energy of Scorpio because it is at its square right now. Alright, let's see what comes out of the deck. There it is. Treasures hidden in the shadows, number 62. Alright. The great mystery and epiphany. Will o' the wisp hovers in her luminescence glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will o' the wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself. Lose what you discover, dark or light, see it all as the divine, and find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. All right, so this is what the picture looks like. Okay, what caught my attention here is where it says, comfort for your dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? So it's about what path are you willing to take here? What are you willing to sacrifice? All right, in the pursuit of some sort of adventure. All right, so an epiphany is giving me the energy of the Hermit card. It's when you truly go within to connect to your true self. All right, and it's also giving me here the energy of the Fool card. All right, when you start to enter the unknown, it's given taking a leap of faith, not knowing where your discovery is going to take you, but you leading yourself astray is leading you into a path of you going through some sort of epiphany. All right, so I'm going to roll the Astro Dice. Let's see what energy this is pertaining to. I have Aquarius in the 7th house, all right, with the moon. So this is definitely Leo's energy, where the moon is right now. Again, we are in the last quarter moon, and I'll read a little bit about it. It says, a stressful and unsettled period. Your ambitions are being stirred up and there is a desire to do something very important and show everyone how cool you are. However, the best way forward is to think thoroughly before doing anything and to direct your energy towards jobs planned earlier rather than ideas which have just sprung into your head now. All right, so truly go within, connect with yourself. All right, and how are you able to fully express yourself? Leo rules over the energy of the 5th house, which is all about creativity, self-expression, joy, happiness, contentment. So it's all about the good things. It can involve, being around children and things like that. But with Aquarius coming out in the 7th house, Aquarius is more independent, more innovative, more about, the intellect, where there's a partnership here. And with the energy of the moon is coming out is speaking of being more in the energy of the subconscious. All right, so this is going to be for a sun, moon, rising Leo that this reading is going to be for here. All right, let's pull from the astrology cards. Let's see what's going on. So will o' the wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. All right, that's what that is all about. All right, so here I have the Midheaven. All right, the Midheaven is the energy of the 10th house. It is part of the medium Koli is what it is. It speaks more about your life purpose, all right, your reputation, how you carry yourself, the ambition that you have behind what it is that you're doing here, the determination, all right. It definitely requires lots of focus, discipline, all right. The 10th house is ruled by Saturn's energy, so definitely has to do with a lot of drive, okay. Now, if I'm looking at this in a way of Aquarius being in the 7th house for Leo's energy, then that means that this energy for the reading is going to be Scorpio. Now, if you guys look at the astrological chart, something like this, right? Say that Aquarius is the 7th house, and that's what came out on the Astro Dice. Leo's energy up top here would be the ascendant, okay? Now, if we move over this way, this would be considered the 10th house, which would be Scorpio's energy, the season that we're in right now. Opposing that energy is going to be Taurus, which would be the Imam Koli. This is the house of home. This is the house of career. This is the house of self. And this is the house of relationships. All right. So this is the energy that we're looking at right now. We're in Scorpio season, squaring over to Leo season. And on the Astro Dice, the focus is going to be relationship. Okay. So the relationship with self, as we pull the Will-O-Wisp, it's saying here, all right, you need to focus on career and self at this time. All right, so Pluto just came out on the bottom of the deck. Pluto is the energy of transformation, death and rebirth, the ending to a new beginning. All right, it's basically the ruling planet of Scorpio. All right, so it speaks about transformation, and it has a lot to do with generational transformation. All right, Pluto's transit takes about 20 years to go through one zodiac sign. All right, so Pluto at this time is in Capricorn, and it will be moving into Aquarius very shortly. All right, I'm going to pull one on the Midheaven card, and I'll actually pull that Pluto from the bottom because it kind of goes with the, you know, the Scorpio placement here. Let's see what's transforming in career. All right. Now, the house of relationships doesn't necessarily have to be just romantic. It can be just like in general friendships. It can be partnerships at work. This can mean, you know, relationships within family, things like that. So let's just see what comes out for the Midheaven energy. All right. The Midheaven, again, it has a lot to do with planning for your future. All right, so the Two of Wands is here, which is the energy of Mars and Aries. That energy is domicile, meaning it's comfortable there because Mars is the ruling planet to Aries. Okay, so it just shows the energy of ambition. All right, the Knight of Pentacles is the energy of earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have here the Page of Wands. So it's something that you're passionate about, something that you're loyal and dedicated to, something that requires lots of focus, all right, before you decide to move forward with it. So it's giving me here something that is possibly even, it's like a project. You start off slowly, you build, all right, and this is something that you have to choose to move forward with. Definitely can be something passionate with Wands energy here. Now, the energy of Pluto, again, death and rebirth. Let's see what it's given. The King of Wands. So the King of Wands speaks about something creative, speaks about public speaking. It gives the energy of staying determined, all right? It's fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, again, ruled by Mars, takes action, all right? Leo loves creativity, loves to be in the spotlight. And Sagittarius is very knowledgeable, okay? So a transformation in whatever's happening is leading you to being in the spotlight, the King of Wands, okay? Now, there's the Tower. The Tower is the energy of Scorpio. It speaks about Mars's energy, all right? So things falling down that no longer serve you to only be built back up, which is definitely Pluto's energy. It's transformation, okay? Let's see here. And then the Page of Cups. This is you moving towards something that you truly want to open your heart space up to. It's giving you the opportunity to learn something new, to be created, to be inspired by something. And that's the energy of the Sun down at the bottom of the deck, which is Leo's energy. All right, so definitely it's giving me here, if I'm looking at the astral dice, Aquarius in the 7th house is giving me the energy of something innovative, something that is eccentric, something that requires you to put in some sort of independent work. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I'm going to pull from the Wisdom Oracle. Now, let's see what it's given. Now, the last quarter moon is not something in which you have to start right away. All right, this is about you really just tuning into the energy, surrendering to what it is that you wish to do. All right, not fully coming out with your ideas right away. You want to leave that for the energy of the new moon, because that's where you set your intention. You put your creation out there, and then when the first quarter moon gets there is when you'll be tested with that commitment. Okay, let's see what comes out here. All right, so the yin energy is here. It says the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, and gathering information and taking in clues, the art of conscious allowing. So again, this is the energy of the moon, allowing that energy to come in. All right, this can definitely mean just gathering the information that you want to get at this time, taking in the clues of what it is, all right, but allowing the energy of receptivity. What you give is what you get back. All right, down at the bottom of the deck is the Thinker card. So this one speaks about calculated action, being analytical and logical, master healing, bringing in abundance, strategy, focus, and wisdom. All right, so it's definitely gain the information that you need first before you move forward with a specific project. All right, and down below that one was the Deep Thinker. Has a lot to do with tuning into the energy of the higher consciousness and really listening to the intuition, all right, and which way you want to move forward. So definitely empathic, all right, your abilities to be able to read between the lines. This is listening to the oracle within, which is definitely giving me the Will O' the Wisp. It's your epiphany here. You going into hermit mode, really tuning into self so you know which direction to take. All right, and that's what the Midheaven is asking you to do, is to really tune into what direction is your life purpose, what makes, you feel happy, what brings in, joy and contentment into your life. All right, so let's clarify the energy of yin and thinker. So what is this yin energy here? Again, the art of conscious allowing. So there's a card that I read out of my Abundance Angels deck, and it speaks about you being really tuned into the energy of the ideas that spirit gives to you. All right, because if you didn't have those ideas, you wouldn't know what to do. All right, so that is the art of conscious allowing the divine to come in, give you an idea, and you do the research and you see, does that bring you happiness and joy into your life? All right, let's see what comes out. The Seven of Cups is the energy of Scorpio. It is speaks of confusion, speaks about you not really knowing exactly what it is that you want to do. Okay, so again, it's just a matter of you putting in the work, all right, not being confused, you choosing a path and then sticking to that. All right, so Scorpio can definitely speak about deep emotional feelings and fears, but again, it's the energy of transformation. So allow something new to come into your life. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is the energy of Mercury and Virgo. Mercury is the ruling planet to Virgo, so again, it's the energy in domicile. And it definitely speaks a lot about you wanting to build long-term stability for yourself. All right, so if this is speaking specifically about the Midheaven, which is the energy of the 10th house, has a lot to do with career. You want something that brings you happiness, joy, and contentment, and something that's going to last long-term. Okay. And then it's given definitely a major opportunity here, all right, which is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's see what strategy, focus, and wisdom is all about with the Thinker card. This one here has a lot to do with, you coming together with a community of people. Again, this could be people online. This can be people in your own community. All right, everybody having a like-minded idea and bringing those things together, all right, before setting some sort of intention. It also can definitely mean a celebration, all right, meaning you have mastered what it is that you've been trying to do here. Okay. It's giving you've taken a lot of action, you've gained a lot of information here. All right, you haven't let up on what you've set your intention on with the Knight of Wands. It's fast incoming communication. Again, if you're really tuned into self and you've tuned into the energy of your intuition, then you're receiving messages from the higher consciousness. All right, and that's the energy of the Star card. It's whatever it is that you've had faith in. All right, it's your hopes, your dreams, or your desires. It's about you really tuning into the energy of your dreams. All right, and now let's look a little bit into the deep knowing card with intuition. This one has here collaboration. All right, so working independently can also mean collaborating. You're doing things here independently, but you're still bringing your thoughts, your ideas to a group of people, which is that Three of Cups, okay? Like-minded people, kindred spirits that believe in the same thing that you believe in. Now, the Three of Pentacles is the energy of Capricorn, so it definitely requires lots of discipline, lots of structure, lots of responsibility, all right? It definitely asks you to continue to take action, all right? Now with justice, it's only to balance the things out, all right? Balance things out here. Knowing how to make proper choices as well, all right? Definitely listening and the ability, again, to read between the lines. It's giving, like, when you say between the lines, there has to be a balance somewhere so that you can see which direction you want to take. All right, what do you want to collaborate with? What types of group of people you want to be around in your environment? And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is someone that is bringing in the energy of love, of happiness, all right? It's definitely being open to forgiveness. And then it's here the energy of Jupiter and Capricorn, all right? Jupiter of Capricorn is definitely where you are looked at as a person of high authority, right? Someone that is able to remain balanced, all right, during difficult times, okay? So it's all about utilizing the energy of your intuition to collaborate, bring things into balance, be open to forgiveness, and be one of those people that are looked at as someone of high authority. All right, so the only card I'm going to read out here specifically is going to be the Thinker card, which is going to be number 44. Let's look at that. So this one here. All right, it says the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment, there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information that you need. Keep it simple, and you will win the game of your life you're planning right now. All right, for prosperity message, if this has anything to do with finances, calculated action is called for right now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take and claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friends now. So get out there and journal. Write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategy partner is spirit. You will win this game and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. All right, so the protection message here says you might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure out everything out logically is not going to do right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest, do something creative, exercise or meditate. Soon you'll come to the senses, and an aha moment will bring you clarity. That aha moment is the epiphany. All right, you really tuning in again to the energy of your intuition. You utilizing those empathic energies to say, hey, this is the decision I've made. This is the path that I'm going down. This is what I want to do. And I see that as you come into conclusion with whoever these groups of people are, all right, and you continue to chase that, this is what you receive. You receive the Star card. Okay, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, and your faith will lead you astray. All right, let's see here. Well, not lead you astray, but lead you directly on your path and where you're meant to be. Okay. And I feel like lots of balance definitely is what's being called for right now. All right. So there could be definitely lots of confusion when it comes to long-term stability. I see the path that you're choosing here. The transformation requires definitely for you to be creative with something. Things are being shaken up, all right? Things are falling down to only be picked back up, and I feel that that's why your heart space needs to be open. Overall here, I have 2 pages, 1 Knight, or 2 knights and 1 king. All right, so definitely it's showing the energy of growth. Okay, if you think about the court cards, the pages are like the younger energy, the immature. Then you get into the knight energy. These are more like the messengers. This is what I want to do. The queen is like, okay, I'm setting out to be creative, and the king is saying, hey, I've achieved that. All right. So overall, this is what it is. All right. Things are being broken down for you to be able to open up your heart space a little bit more into something that's very creative. All right, something very creative. All right, let's see here what we have with the moon cards again. Um, North nodes. All right, North node is in Aries. It's all about self. It's all about determination. It's all about you taking action. It's definitely all about you tuning into the energy of being, assertive is what it is. All right, start a business, do something prosperous that's going to lead you to have long-term stability. All right, Aries energy represents the energy of the Emperor card, which is all about authority. Like, you need to be focused on what you're planning on doing, and it's all about you tuning into the energy that's required there. All right, going within, seeing what it is that you want to do. All right, and staying focused on that. All right, so be bold and make the first move with just cardinal moon. Now the cardinal moon energy is Aries energy. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, these are all signs that require for you to take the first step. It represents the seasons. So when we think of Aries season, it's the springtime, right? You want to manifest something that is creative. Here we have Cancer season. It's more about the feminine. You want to really tune into the energies of the water. Get tuned in with that energy. Fall's energy is Libra's energy. Bringing things back into balance. Now we're moving into the colder season, right? And then you get Capricorn season, where it's asking you to remain strong and determined before we hit the following season again and start a whole brand new astrological year. Okay. Now this one here is it's time to take action. Again, Aries is coming out heavy here. So Scorpio and Aries are both ruled by Mars, which is giving me the energy of just power, right? Wanting power, wanting to be bold and again, take action and make the first move. And then we here have your commitment is being tested with the first quarter moon. So the first quarter moon that's coming up pretty soon is going to be, I believe, in Aquarius. All right. So Aquariuses, again, are very independent. Could definitely seem a lot rebellious at times. If we're in Scorpio season still at that time, which I believe we are going to be, it's going to require you to take action towards something. All right. If you're focused on career here, which the Midhaven came out, this is definitely about you planning towards the future, you continuing to stay loyal and dedicated, because the first quarter moon is all about your commitments are being tested. All right. Definitely speaks a lot about you having to tune into what your creation wants. What did you set your intentions on for you to continue to push forward with those actions? All right, let's see here. Let's pull something from the angel guides. What are the messages that need to come out from the angel guides? All right. Honesty and communication. All right, so again, I feel that when you go into an epiphany moment, you are able to truly tune into spirit. All right, you're able to communicate with the divine and ask and allow the divine to bring in what's meant for you. All right, so let's read this out. All right, honesty and communication. You are being given an opportunity to speak your truth. You have reached a point on your journey where you must be honest with yourself and all of those around you. If you are holding anything in or feel you need to share something in order to feel free, know that your angel guide is encouraging you now to act on this. When you share your feelings and speak truthfully, you draw the support and light of the universe into your heart. If you are in a challenging position and find it difficult communicating what is in your heart, call in angels and ask them to support you. They want you to know that when you speak with honesty, you attract experiences that loving reflect who you really are. All right, so this is all about you truly being you. All right, it says if you feel a person or a situation is making you lose a sense of yourself or drawing you away from joy, it's time to speak up and to make sure that you are heard. You are being guided to begin to lovingly connect with your own heart, to home in on and honor what you want for yourself in your life. Take time to reflect on what is important to you, where you want to direct your energy, and what your priorities are for the next phase of your journey. It may be that you are fighting against the flow and not wanting to admit to yourself that something is holding you back or dampening your spirit. The angels love you and want you to know that honesty is the best policy for you right now. All right, so definitely with this last quarter moon is going to be difficult, okay, especially if you are a fixed sign. So that's going to be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. All right, the energy is overall, how are you allowing that to dampen your energy? All right, utilize the energy of your deeper knowing. Really tune into strategizing here. Focus on the yin energy, which is all about positivity, allowing the divine to bring in what's meant for you. All right, Pluto is definitely bringing in the energy of transformation. Scorpio season is here, so the midhaven. And this is insane that it's coming out this way, because Pluto in Capricorn is basically moving into Aquarius pretty soon. All right, so it's all about transformation, for things to be a little bit more innovative and independent, where we can move forward and speak from our heart spaces, right? Truly, what is allowing us to take action towards the future. All right, the commitments are being tested. I want to pull in a crystal spirit before I end the reading here for Leo. All right, and this one here, hopefully it comes out with the sun's energy. All right, today is Sunday. We are in the moon is in Leo, which is ruled by the sun. All right, and normally if the sun's energy is here, a sun's card will come out. But let's just see. Raw Morganite. I love that card. It speaks about being sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, self-forgiveness. All right, it's number 46, which is definitely the energy of a completion. It's given the energy 4 and 6 is 10. So this is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of something else. All right, which we clearly see here with starting something new. It says, no matter how hard the rock over time, a water can alter, making a path where there was none before. The appearance of this crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. There is no need to be forceful, where you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal spirit appears in raw, unpolished form, finding strength in knowing that you do not have to engage in battles that no longer serve you. You are able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you right now. Your exquisite sensitive will serve you well, for it allows you to see things as they are. The conscious universe will be gentle with you. And Raw Morganite Spirit is here to let you know that you are not alone and you have a solid foundation beneath you. So express your gifts of empathy and compassion. You are stronger than you know. Gentle assertive is the way now, for the message of Raw Morganite Spirit is to conserve your resources and avoid giving into the drama of battles. People who are wounded may not appreciate you now, so set healthy boundaries. For your compassion and kindness extends to yourself. Express the strength of vulnerability by being honest without oversharing, by letting others see that you are on a healing path so that they may too be inspired. All right, so if others are around you not on your path, they may not understand you, meaning they're still hurt. They need to find themselves, right? Don't allow that energy to get into your energy. Just overall overcome, continue to push forward. Easy now, let abundance flow, knowing that when you are sensitive, you can pick up on the signs that a situation needs to be right. You can draw on your intuitive, empathic nature, so gently go with the flow, observing your opportunities to build wealth and seeing where you must cut your losses. Stifling your compassion and empathy is not the way. By connecting with the conscious universe, you will be strong as you engage in the work of building the prosperous life that you deserve. Morganite is a gentle-hearted cleansing stone that is valuable when we wish to release old patterns, wounds, and blockages that are obstacles to loving relationships with others. Meditation with this stone allows connection to the divine love, which eases fear of vulnerability and allows us to be open to receiving love from others and from spirit. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope you enjoyed, and happy Sunday.